Hello everyone, welcome back to my video. Today I would like to share about Hotel Revenue Management episode 1. On this episode 1, I will share mainly about number 1, what is yield management, number 2, what is revenue management. I hope everyone will enjoy watching and will gain some additional knowledge from this video. Hotel Revenue Management Episode 1. Before we go further, I would like to show you of some picture that I have taken from the supermarket as following. So here all the photo that I took from the various shop at the downtown, especially the supermarket. If you see all this picture, you can see that every product are having the price tags. In this beautiful room, what's the difference between the first various photo and this beautiful room? If you see here, there is no price tag, right? Long time ago, we used to have price tags. When concept of hotel business was first developed, we used to have a price tag, and something happened when hotel owner start to run a hotel business. He or she start to learn some lesson day by day. Someday he or she realized that he end up selling only a half of the room and the other just empty. And he remembered that there was one guest coming in at 10 o'clock in the morning saying that, "Do you have a room?" And he said, yes, he has a room. The price is 99 US dollar. And guest said it's too expensive. I will find another hotel, and went out. And he just wished he took that business. And next day he realized that he sold all of his room and there are 10 more guests coming to check in and say, "Do you have a room?" And some of them said, "I don't care about the price, just as long as you can give me the room." And he wished he has one more room, but he doesn't have. And then the owner realized that something is wrong here. He should not put price tags because he is losing many opportunity. Then he or she is starting to play around with the price, and it's called yield management. Yield management is a strategy you are exercising with a limited inventory. So once you sell all out, you cannot sell another one. Or if you do not sell today, you cannot sell tomorrow. So you have to make sure that you try selling the most of your room inventory at the possible high price. That is called yield management. So, who are using this concept? Yield management was developed by one of the industry called Airlines. They are the first one who was smart enough to think about this concept. Why? Because they have to follow the schedule, which has a lot of fixed costs. So every time you fly from one country to another country, you should pay a lot of money for the gasoline, and sometimes the airplane is half empty and sometimes it's full, but you have another additional booking keep coming, but you cannot take it. So airline management was thinking something is wrong here. So we have to play with the price, and then they develop this yield management. Bus and train station. Bus and train. Some other industry using yield management. For example, bus. We have only 44 seats, and once you sell all out, you cannot sell more. Train is the same. We have fixed schedule to travel, and it's up to you how you manage to sell all of these seats available for the train. We have ghost cost. If you go during a weekday, it's quite cheap, but if you go Sunday afternoon or Saturday morning, the price is most double. Why? Because there are so many people who want to play, and we have to obey the economic law of supply and demand. Let's say LS International Hotel Bowling have only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, maybe 6 lanes. When you sell all out, you cannot sell another 7. So better you play with the price. You charge more for Saturday, Sunday, and Friday evening, and then sell very cheap on Monday afternoon, just for example. Theater and cinema are the same. If you watch the same movie at the same movie room, you pay less if it is at 10 o'clock in the morning. But if you watch the same movie at 3 p.m. on Sunday, you might have to pay more. Rental business. Maybe you did not think about it in case you have a spare room to rent. Let's think about it. You have to exercise its revenue management. In case there is not enough demand, you might want to lower down the price. Last time, my secretary is trying to help me to find another house for me, and it's not easy. Or the owner say my house, the price is 1,000 per month, and then I am not negotiate down. And then we realized that the house was empty for the last 2 years. This is not yield management. Yield management is better to sell cheap rather than making it empty for long time. Media and advertisement. You need to think about it. We have a newspaper, magazine, TV, radio forecast. They need advertiser. Then is someone sponsoring their advertisement, and sometimes they sell very high because there are a lot of people who want to do advertisement. For example, in the beginning of the school, just 1 month before the school term, there are a lot of international schools who want to advertise their update, and just before festival season, in the beginning of December, there are a lot of hotels who want to advertise their New Year package and Christmas package. So advertisement fee will be going up. It's not very cheap. Electric and telecom. You might be aware that electricity also they are using revenue management. If you use electricity same amount of electricity in the morning, is very different from the price from the evening. You still charge different price as per peak hour and 3 hour. Telecom is the same. You use mobile phone at 3 o'clock in the morning or 11 p.m., 5 p.m. You get charged in different tariffs. So you can see yield management is not something very complicated or something away from our life. It is happen every day in our life. Medical service and consulting. Even medical service now starting to use yield management. You see a doctor on Monday afternoon, it's cheaper than seeing a doctor on Saturday afternoon because many of us cannot go to hospital during weekday because we are going to work. So Saturday and Sunday medical service could be more expensive, same as financial consultant or a banker or insurance consulting, law consulting, and so on. We just talked about yield management. So yield management once again is a strategy or system we are utilizing to maximize the revenue from limited service or product we can sell. So what is the difference between yield management and revenue management? You heard about yield management, you heard about revenue management. So yield management concept was developed long time ago by airline industry. In the beginning, they were only concentrating on how to maximize revenue. Don't think about something else. Now, after a few years, people are trying to realize that there is something else you need to consider. First of all, about cost. If you ask me to make 1 million from one day, I have a very easy way to do that. I can sell something very expensive at $4 or $5, so 10 million unit, and then I can make 1 million easily. So we have to consider what is cost. Otherwise, maximizing revenue is not possible, giving you maximum profit. So now we are starting to see there is something else we need to consider. We have to see what is the margin, what is the cost, what is the profit. Second thing now we start to see is additional revenue from another part of the business. Let's talk about the cost first. You have same size of the hotel and you have two different ways to make same revenue. You can sell 200 rooms to make this revenue, or you can sell 100 rooms to make same revenue, which means the ADR will be twice higher. So which one is better? If you can make exactly same revenue, so it is better to sell 200 rooms or 100 rooms. Yes, of course, 100 rooms. Why? Because the cost of sale is half, right? If you sell 200 rooms, we need to hire more housekeeping staff. We need to spend more amenity. We have to spend more chemical. We need to spend more electricity. So the cost will be almost double. I mean, the variable cost will be too high. So it's better to sell only 100 rooms as long as the revenue is the same. That was what we talked about. Second one we need to consider is the other revenue. Now, this time I do not want to talk about revenue. Let's talk about the profit. We can make exactly same room profit by selling 200 rooms or 100 rooms. So which one do you want to go for? You can make exactly same profit after deducting all the costs. Yes, we need to go for 200 rooms. Why? Because now we have opportunity to create additional revenue and profit from spa, F&B, transportation, internet, laundry, and so on. Now, starting point was not only the room we have, but we need to realize that by taking this business, there is some other additional extra revenue we can generate due to this main business. So, revenue management is more wider concept. We are talking about cost, we are talking about profit, we are also talking about other part of the business which can give an additional income. I hope it's clear for everyone. So, why revenue management? Anyone remember why we need to do revenue management? There are certain conditions we have in order to sell. Our product has a certain characteristic, right? That's why we are exercising revenue management. Fixed capacity. The hotel have only 250 rooms. Once we sell all of them, it's finished. We cannot sell anymore. Perishable inventory. Another very important character of hotel product is perishable inventory. So, if we cannot sell today, we have no chance to sell tomorrow. It's gone. So, we need to make sure as soon as we have some vacant room today, we have to do our best to sell out. High fixed cost, low variable cost. Another high fixed cost and low variable cost. We talked about it already. Cleaning one room doesn't cost us a lot. For your information, let's take example from the LS International Hotel. The hotel room margin is 75%, which means every time we make 1 million, our cost is only 250,000. So, considering our average rate around 200 per room, variable cost is 50. So, when we are not full, if someone said, I want your room at 150, we have to take it, right? So, we are just about to close our day. I am a night manager and one guest coming at 11:30 p.m. just before night audit and say, can I have a room at 150? And then you know you have 10 room available. You have to take it. Why? Because if you refuse, it's zero profit. If we can take it, it's $100 profit because cost is only 50. That's what we are talking about. Advanced sale. In order for us to play with the price, we need to know when we are going to be busy, when we are going to be empty, and that is only possible when we have a reservation system. So we are lucky because customer book our room in advance, so we can see our pattern. Like this Saturday, we are going to be full. Next Saturday, we are going to finish around 85%. So it's a bit slow Saturday. So why don't we sell but lower price from now? Yes, that's possible to predict because of advanced sale. Time variable demand. We all know that we are going to be full on the 31st of December. That's why we never sell our room below 200. We all know that we're going to be empty on Sunday night, so whoever approach us to get a room on Sunday night, we need to accept it, as we know there is time variable demand. Segmental market means our market can be categorized, segmented into different character and buying behavior. So So simple definition would be business guests and leisure guests. Leisure guests make a booking in advance, so their reservation will come in advance. Unfortunately, they are very price sensitive. So in certain time of the booking window, we have to stop them because we all know that there will be business guests coming later close to the arrival date. That is segmental market with a different purchase behavior and character. Revenue management is to maximize the revenue. That's the only thing we need to know. What else? We want to maximize the revenue. That's everything we need to know. So don't worry about the other. So we want to maximize the revenue. Let's remind ourselves there is very simple calculation of revenue, right? You should never forget this formula because otherwise, when you come up with a sales strategy, marketing strategy, F&B promotion planning, everything goes wrong. We have to stick to this. Revenue equal price times number of sales. So if you want to make F&B promotion, you have to see whether this promotion will be increasing price or increasing average check, or this promotion will increase number of sales without sacrificing price. For example, if your promotion is not doing anything with these two, so it doesn't work and it's waste of your time, waste of your marketing department time and energy. We talk about yield management and revenue management. What is hotel revenue management? We can define in a simple word. Yes, we can. Here is a common general definition of hotel revenue management. Hotel revenue management is all about selling the right room to the right customer at the right price and at the right time. And the purpose is very clear. We want to maximize the revenue per available time-based inventory unit. And available time-based inventory unit mean room in this case, but we do not call it room. Why? Because we also can do revenue management with banquet room. Banquet room also has a available time-based inventory, right? We cannot sell 2 times same banquet room with 2 different customers, so we can do our revenue management for banquet. So this is the simple definition which is easy to remember. We need to sell the right room. We need to see if it is a family of 5 or a couple or a single traveler who check in at 11 p.m. You work at FO department. You want to maximize your revenue before you try to upsell, but if you try someone who check in at 11 p.m. and departure at 6 a.m. saying, I want to have a beautiful suite with a beautiful balcony at 11 p.m. You have a 0 chance to make it happen, right? Because guests will stay only 6 hours. So why you need a suite room with a beautiful balcony over the night? You cannot see the garden anyway. So you need to understand the right product to the right customer at the right price and at the right time. Thank you very much everyone for watching from beginning to the end of the episode 1. Stay tuned for the episode 2. Bye bye.